Hi everyone, I'm Ayça Duru and my friend Melih Taşkın. We would like to welcome you to our debate. Today's topic is social media has or has not improved human communication. I'm going to defend the idea that social media has improved human communication.
So I'm going to defend the idea that social media has not improved human communication.
Information travel faster and faster, the world seems to get smaller and smaller. As a result, this changes how the world communicates, especially with today's obsession with social media networks. Before social media, we were extremely limited in our means to interact with others, and we were limited largely to people that we knew in person. There were things that people who older than us had to deal with that we don't have to. Our parents answering the phone when we called, waiting for a letter in the mail, waiting a week to get your pictures that you send off to be developed, and so on. The internet and social media has drastically changed the way people all over the world interact and communicate. How, you may ask? One of the biggest changes in the way that we interact due to social media networks is the sheer numbers of people that we can interact with. People of social media networks, we are now able to interact with thousands of people all over the world. This is why we see people who have thousands of Facebook friends or thousands of Twitter followers. Without social media, that would be impossible. Social media networks allows us the opportunity to share opinions with a far wider audience. Another big change that has occurred is that there is no filter on the way we speak. In the past, unless you spoke people directly, you had no way to get your message across, regardless of the freedom of speech. Now we can use social media to get our messages out to thousands or even millions of people unconcerned.
Whether or not people want to accept it, social media has several negative impacts on their daily lives. We cannot deny the fact that a social platform is very helpful providing news, gossips, and to keep in touch with friends and family. But we cannot afford it become the focal point of our lives. The access that people have on the internet and social media specifically has become too easy. It has made the language lazy and thus resulting people uninterested in meeting others in person, which eliminates any chance of deep and meaningful conservation. People have started losing their ability to communicate efficiently, which is a testament to what kind of total control social media has over their lives. Chances of good and meaningful conservations are reducing day after day. The short versions of messages such as KK, TTYL, CAS, TC are ruining the beauty of the language and not doing justice to grammar and syntax also. The habit of overusing social media uh, also leads to decrease in one's informative skill. The interactions on social platforms can be sometimes misleading and not specific, causing major misunderstandings between people. Also, people get used to sitting alone, which is decreasing or degrading their creativity and hugely affecting their thinking ability.
I want to talk about social media's other opportunities like disaster management. Global warming has affected our planet to the extent that natural calamities make headlines every other day. In the face of this, social media has become a saver, enabling relief funds. Information and support can be sent and accessed more easily. For example, the safety check feature on Facebook allows you to mark yourself safe in disaster zones. helping your friends and family know that you are safe in case there is no other medium or communication available.
Communication was the main purpose of invention of social media. The purpose seems to be fulfilled from outside, but in the hindsight, the soul of the communication seems to have lost. The speed of the communication might have been increased, but the reliability of the same has received a massive downfall. The amount of fake news getting spread around is increasing day by day. In the in the era of technology, both online and offline conversations are dominated by social media interactions. With easy person-to-person access by using social media, people are becoming lazy. Studies show that 11% of adults prefer to stay home on weekends and make posts on Facebook instead of going out and acquiring real life experiences. People are losing interest in meeting others in person. So that was our debate. We are letting you to choose who is the winner. Thank you
Thank you.
for listening to us.